Hey everyone, Wayne here. Today we have an unboxing of Claws of the Tiger, the Japanese Invasion of Malaya, 1941 to 1942. This game is designed by Steve Poole and published by White Dog Games. So this is one that covers a topic. I know there's a few games out there, but not as many as some of the more popular topics, especially when you look at World War II or you look at the Pacific theater of the war. This is something that I became interested in when I actually started reading Ian Toll, I believe is his name. Ian Toll's Pacific Crucible. Fantastic book, by the way. If you're history, want to read a good book on the Pacific theater of World War II, start with that one. That's the beginning of, basically the beginning of when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor and kind of goes from there. And I think there's two more books in the series. I haven't gotten to them yet. I'm still reading the Pacific Crucible. But anyway, great book. And he talked about this conflict, talked about this battle here, or series of battles, I should say. And when I saw that there was this game, I was talking to Michael Kennedy over at White Dog Games, and he mentioned they had this one, and it has a solitaire component. I said, let's do it. Let's check this one out. So here we are. First off, beautiful artwork on the cover. Love the look of it. All right. So, Claws of the Tiger. So those who don't know, campaign in Malaya began when the Japanese invaded north of the Malay Peninsula before dawn on 8th of December 1941, a day after their attack on Pearl Harbor. It ended just 70 days later on 15th of February 1942 with the surrender of Singapore in the far south, described by Winston Churchill as the worst disaster and largest capitulation in British history. Very interesting, I think, a game, probably an undergame topic. So in addition to it being a two-player game, the Claws of the Tiger incorporates a solo variant, which allows a player to command the British against the invading Japanese. Sign me up. You know how that is. So, very cool. Let's go ahead and open her up. See what we got in here. Very excited to play this one. I've been getting into kind of underappreciated topics in theaters and campaigns a little more recently. It's not that I don't want to see this more of the traditional stuff, because I still love seeing, hey, a new Battle of the Bulge game or, American Civil War game. Still love them anyway. No big deal. But it is nice to see some other stuff as well. So, all right. Again, I do love that cover art. So, all right. The map right here. We'll save that for last. That's in here. What do we got? What do we got in here? A bunch of random stuff in here. What do we got in here? All right. So, let's go ahead and look at the counters first. Actually, I normally do the rulebook, don't I? That's okay. Well, let's go ahead and look at the counters first. So, this is a full counter sheet. Nice thick counters. As usual from White Dog Games, them and Hollandspiel both have this, they use the same printer. So, the same very thick, almost wood-like counters. Fantastic artwork on these counters. Simple, obviously, just the silhouettes here, but it looks very good. Easy to read, obviously, with the numbers right around it. I'm going to go ahead and assume you rotate them. Force markers. I know the Fog of War is a part of this game, so for two-player version, obviously the Fog of War is a big part of it. But like I said, I know it comes with solo rules, so even with the Fog of War aspect, you're taken care of. So, all right, very nice, double-sided. Yep. Higher strength values on the back. Oh, and here's some markers that say solo variant on them. So, okay. Like the artwork on the turn counter alone. That's actually really cool. So, all right. Looks good, real good. And of course, they punch out great. That's classic here with from White Dog Games. Counters always punch out very well. All right. So we got here, we got a couple little things in here. What's all this stuff? All right, so let's take the solo stuff. Oh, little crease here, crease in the corner. Doesn't appear to be any sort of damage or anything. Just a little crease in the paper. All right, so obviously so solo variant. These amendments to the standard rules for the solo variant allow the game to be played solo. Players control the British forces, with the following rules determining the actions of the Japanese forces. Okay, very cool. So basically, you're probably going to want to learn the game. Steve Poole. I think I said Steve Poole at the beginning. Apologies, Stephen. Steve Poole. Get it right. Get it right, Hanson. All right. Yeah, cool. So, all right. So just a couple, just, 2 pages here. Little play aid. Go ahead and hang on to that, because I will be playing this one. And then we have, I knew there was some of these sheets besides the rulebook. I'm going to look at the rulebook last. Well, actually, we'll look at the map last. We have here British tactical detail sheet, Japanese tactical detail sheet, full strength weekend. So I don't know if this is maybe during battles you use these specifically to set these aside and have them for battles. I'm not sure, but okay. I'm sure they have some function. Okay, and then here are, so if you remember from the counters, there was the like Force A, Force B, etc. Here you can see sheets that are British Force detail sheet, full strength weakened, and then Force A, Force B, Force C. Same thing for the Japanese. So again, part of the fog of war aspect, or having, maybe what the force counter on the map, maybe, and not having to have a stack of counters on the map. So works for me. Well, this is very nice. So here with the rulebook, gets on the stack. It looks like extended example of play. Okay, very nice. Yeah, so there's a full 4-page example of play with pictures. That's really cool. I like that a lot. So wish more designers and such did that. That's pretty cool. That'll help me learning it, especially. And then, of course, the rulebook here. Looks like we're going to be at 8 pages total for the rules, so not nothing crazy at all. We got pictures showing the different counters. It says examples. A couple pictures. Remember, etc. Some things highlighted. So looks decent. Looks decent. There's a couple more pictures here. So yeah, everything's all organized, laid out well. Not actually having played it yet. Looks good. And only 8 pages, so that's not too bad. So this map. Let's see how. I think it's a smaller map. Maybe not. Let's see. See if we can kind of fit it on the screen right now. Oh yeah, it is a little bit of a smaller map. Whoa. Looks nice. Oh, this is a beautiful map. Oh, this is a beautiful map. All right. You know what? I'm gonna pause the video because it is a paper map and it's kind of good quality though. Actually, it's like that nice quality here. So let me go ahead and get plexi on this just so it lays flat so you guys can see it a little better. So give me 1 second. All right. Here is the map all laid out. It is a beautiful map. Map art by Jose Fora. Apologies if I mispronounced your last name, but beautiful work. I believe he did I don't know if he did the counters. I saw Jonathan Carnell's name on here. He does a lot of good work. Most recently with The Mission, also from White Dog Games, but beautifully done. I love the artwork on this. Simple, looks fantastic. Everything's very clear. The hexes are clear, terrain's clear, stands out well. Very nice. You also have, looks like you have turn track. You have some exceptions listed per turn. You have your terrain effects chart, pretty standard stuff down here. Map simply looks great. And simple, but also, it's got a little flavor on it. Looks gonna be nice, and you can kind of, what I like is you can see some of these open spaces. You can see the edges of, the rising sun here. Japanese. I like that. Nice touch on that map. Beautiful touch on that map. So, all right, that is Claws of the Tiger, Japanese Invasion of Malaya, 1941 to 1942, designed by Steve Poole. Now, Poole. I'll be digging into this one, and hope you guys come along for the ride. Till next time, later.